Hey, beautiful Virgo souls, grab your coffee because what I'm about to share with you today is absolutely fascinating. I just finished doing this reading for Virgo energy, and honestly, the cards are telling such an interesting story about your past relationships and what's coming in for you romantically. I had to share this immediately because the energy is so clear and honestly quite surprising. So I'm sitting here with my deck, and I asked the universe specifically about Virgo's love situation, particularly around any ex-partners who might be having second thoughts, and what new romantic energy is flowing in. The first card that practically jumped out of the deck for me was the Eight of Pentacles. And this is not what people would expect when talking about love and relationships. But hear me out, because this is so perfect for Virgo energy. The Eight of Pentacles is showing me that your ex, whoever this person is literally sitting there working on themselves, obsessing over what went wrong. This card represents dedication, craft, and perfectionism, and right now your ex is in this space where they're analyzing every single detail of your relationship. They're replaying conversations, they're thinking about all the little things they took for granted, all the ways you showed up consistently and reliably. The Eight of Pentacles is about mastery through repetition, and your ex is stuck in this mental loop of regret, going over and over what they lost. What's fascinating about this card appearing here is that it's showing me your ex is actually working on understanding their mistakes. This isn't just casual nostalgia, Virgo. This is someone who's putting serious mental energy into recognizing your value. They're seeing now how you were the one who paid attention to details, who showed up consistently, who actually cared about building something real. The Eight of Pentacles represents someone learning a craft, and right now, they're learning the hard lesson of what it means to lose someone who genuinely cared about excellence in relationships. I'm seeing this person late at night, maybe looking at old photos, old messages, remembering how you used to organize things, how you used to care about the small stuff that nobody else noticed. The Eight of Pentacles is showing me they're finally appreciating your Virgo nature, your reliability, your attention to detail, your genuine desire to improve and grow together. They're kicking themselves for not seeing this before. But here's what's beautiful, Virgo. While they're stuck in this cycle of regret and analysis, the universe has something completely different planned for you. The second card that came through for your future romantic energy is the Page of Cups, and this is where things get really exciting. The Page of Cups represents new emotional beginnings, fresh romantic messages, and someone who's approaching love with genuine curiosity and openness. This isn't some practiced player or someone carrying heavy baggage from their past. This is pure, fresh romantic energy coming toward you. The Page of Cups shows someone who's emotionally available, who's ready to explore feelings without all the complications and baggage that your ex brought to the table. What I love about this card for you, Virgo, is that it represents someone who's going to appreciate your emotional intelligence. Pages are students, they're learners, and this person coming in is going to be genuinely interested in understanding you, in learning about what makes you tick. Where your ex took your steady, caring nature for granted, this new person represented by the Page of Cups is going to be fascinated by your depth. The Page of Cups is showing me someone who's going to bring playfulness back into your romantic life. This is someone who's going to send you sweet messages, who's going to be curious about your thoughts and feelings, who's going to make you remember what it feels like to be pursued by someone who's genuinely excited about getting to know you. They're going to appreciate your perfectionist tendencies, not as criticism, but as care, as investment in creating something beautiful together. I'm getting this energy of someone younger in spirit, even if not necessarily in age. The Page of Cups represents that fresh approach to love where everything feels new and possible. This person isn't going to come with a bunch of rules about how relationships should work or expectations based on their past experiences. They're going to be open to discovering what works uniquely between you two. The third card that came through is really interesting, and it's the Four of Wands, which represents celebration, harmony, and building something stable together. But what's fascinating is how this card is positioned in your spread. It's showing me that while your ex is stuck in the analysis paralysis of the Eight of Pentacles, regretting what they lost, you're actually moving toward this beautiful Four of Wands energy of celebration and harmony with someone new. The Four of Wands is about reaching a milestone, about having something to celebrate in your romantic life. This card is showing me that the new love coming in, represented by that Page of Cups energy, is going to develop into something really solid and worth celebrating. But it's not going to be that heavy, complicated energy you had with your ex. The Four of Wands represents joyful stability, partnerships that feel both secure and fun. What I'm seeing here, Virgo, is that your ex is going to realize what they lost right around the time you're celebrating something beautiful with someone new. The timing is almost poetic. While they're sitting there with their Eight of Pentacles energy, obsessing over their mistakes, you're going to be living in this Four of Wands reality of genuine happiness and celebration. The Four of Wands is also showing me that this new relationship is going to have a completely different foundation than what you had with your ex. Where things with your ex might have felt like work, like you were constantly trying to fix or improve things, this new energy is going to feel celebratory from the start. You're going to find yourself in situations where you're actually enjoying the process of building something together instead of feeling like you're carrying all the emotional labor. The fourth card that appeared is the Two of Swords, and this is showing me the mental state your ex is in right now. The Two of Swords represents being stuck between two choices, mental paralysis, not being able to see clearly. Your ex is literally sitting there trying to decide whether to reach out to you or not, whether to try to win you back or just accept that they messed up. The Two of Swords shows someone who's blindfolded, holding two swords in a defensive position. This is your ex right now, Virgo. They want to reach out, but they're scared. They want to apologize, but they don't know how to do it without looking desperate. They're stuck in this mental prison of their own making, going back and forth about what to do. What's interesting about the Two of Swords appearing here is that it shows their regret is real, but it also shows they're paralyzed by indecision. This isn't someone who's taking clear action to make things right. This is someone who's mentally stuck, unable to move forward or backward clearly. They know they messed up. The Eight of Pentacles showed us they're analyzing their mistakes, but the Two of Swords reveals they don't know how to act on that knowledge. I'm getting the sense that your ex might try to reach out eventually, but it's going to be hesitant, maybe through mutual friends or social media rather than direct communication. The Two of Swords represents someone who wants to act but is afraid of the consequences, someone who's overthinking every possible approach. But here's the thing, Virgo. While your ex is stuck in Two of Swords paralysis, you're moving forward into much clearer, happier energy. The universe is basically saying your ex can stay stuck in their indecision while you're living your best romantic life. The fifth card that came through is the Nine of Cups, and this is often called the wish fulfillment card. But in this context, it's showing me something really beautiful about your emotional state as this new love develops. The Nine of Cups represents emotional satisfaction, getting what you've been wishing for, feeling genuinely content and fulfilled. This card is telling me that the new person coming in, that Page of Cups energy, is going to develop into something that actually satisfies you emotionally in ways your ex never could. The Nine of Cups is showing me that you're going to feel genuinely happy, not just relieved or temporarily distracted, but actually fulfilled in this new romantic situation. What's beautiful about the Nine of Cups appearing here is that it represents getting your emotional needs met without having to ask for it, without having to explain what you need or train someone to love you properly. This new person is going to naturally understand how to make you feel valued and appreciated. Where you might have felt like you were always giving more than you were receiving with your ex, the Nine of Cups shows balanced emotional exchange. I'm seeing you in situations where you're genuinely smiling, where you feel relaxed and happy in your romantic life instead of constantly worried or trying to fix something. The Nine of Cups represents that feeling of emotional abundance, of having enough love and attention and care that you're not operating from a place of scarcity anymore. This card is also showing me that your friends and family are going to notice the change in you. The Nine of Cups energy is visible. It radiates outward. People are going to comment on how happy you look, how much lighter your energy feels. This new love is going to bring out the best in you in a way that feels natural and effortless. The sixth card that appeared is the King of Cups. And this is giving me such beautiful insight into the person who's coming into your life, Virgo. The King of Cups represents emotional maturity, someone who's mastered their feelings and knows how to create emotional security for their partner. This is showing me that while your ex was probably emotionally inconsistent or immature in some way, this new person coming in has really done their inner work. The King of Cups is someone who's going to be emotionally available in a way your ex never was. This is someone who can communicate about feelings without drama, who can provide emotional stability without being boring, who understands that love requires both passion and consistency. Where your ex might have been hot and cold, unpredictable in their affection, the King of Cups represents someone who's going to be steady in their love. What I love about this card appearing for you, Virgo, is that the King of Cups represents someone who's going to appreciate your emotional intelligence and match it. This isn't someone who's going to make you feel like you're too much or too intense when you care about details or want to talk through problems. The King of Cups welcomes deep emotional connection and conversation. I'm seeing this person being someone who actually helps you feel safe to be vulnerable, safe to express your needs and feelings without fear of judgment or dismissal. The King of Cups energy is naturally protective and nurturing, but in a mature way that doesn't feel possessive or controlling. This card is also showing me that this new person has probably been through their own growth journey. The King of Cups isn't someone who just naturally has emotional wisdom. It's someone who's learned it, often through their own experiences of heartbreak or challenge. This is someone who's going to understand your healing process and respect your boundaries while you open up to love again. The seventh and final card that came through is the Six of Pentacles. And this is such a perfect card to close on because it represents balanced give and take, generosity, and mutual support. After all the analysis of your ex's regret and the new love coming in, the Six of Pentacles is showing me the long-term energy of this new relationship. The Six of Pentacles shows two people in equal exchange, one giving and one receiving, but the roles can reverse at any time. This is showing me that this new relationship is going to be built on true reciprocity. Where you might have felt like you were always the giver in your past relationship, always the one making more effort, the Six of Pentacles promises a partnership where both people contribute equally. This card is showing me practical support as well as emotional support. This new person isn't just going to love you in words, they're going to show up in practical ways. The Six of Pentacles represents someone who notices when you need help and offers it without being asked. Someone who remembers the little things that matter to you. Someone who invests in the relationship with actions as well as feelings. What's really beautiful about this card appearing here, Virgo, is that it shows your natural tendency to be helpful and supportive is going to be appreciated and reciprocated. The Six of Pentacles represents someone who doesn't just take your care for granted, but actively looks for ways to care for you in return. I'm seeing this person surprising you with thoughtful gestures, remembering things you mentioned wanting or needing, being generous with their time and attention in ways that feel natural rather than calculated. The Six of Pentacles energy creates relationships that feel abundant rather than scarce, where both people feel like they're receiving more than they're giving because the exchange is so natural and joyful. So here's what I'm seeing for you, beautiful Virgo souls. Your ex is definitely having major regrets. The Eight of Pentacles and Two of Swords energy shows they're stuck analyzing what they lost and paralyzed about how to handle their feelings about it. They're going to be sitting in that regret for a while, honestly, because the Two of Swords suggests they're not going to take clear action even though they know they messed up. But while they're stuck in that mental loop, you're moving forward into something so much better. The Page of Cups is bringing fresh, genuine romantic energy into your life. This is going to develop into the emotionally fulfilling connection shown by the Nine of Cups, with someone who has the emotional maturity and stability represented by the King of Cups, creating the balanced, generous partnership shown by the Six of Pentacles, all celebrated in the joyful harmony of the Four of Wands. The universe is essentially saying your ex can keep their regrets because what's coming for you is infinitely better than what you had with them. This new love is going to show you what it feels like to be with someone who's emotionally ready for you, who appreciates your depth and care, and who's capable of building something beautiful together. The timing is going to be interesting too. I have a feeling your ex might reach out right around the time this new love starts getting serious, but by then you're going to be so genuinely happy that their regrets won't even register as tempting. You're going to see clearly what you were settling for before. Trust this process, Virgo. Your attention to detail, your caring nature, your desire for genuine connection, these aren't flaws that need to be toned down for the right person. The right person, shown by these cards, is going to treasure exactly these qualities about you. The cards are so clear that while your ex sits in their regret and indecision, you're stepping into a love story that's going to make you grateful they let you go. Sometimes the universe removes people from our lives not as punishment, but as protection, making space for what we actually deserve.